All right, well, good morning and happy Tuesday. So this is my first day of being unemployed. Not because I was fired or the job shut down, but mainly just because the contract ended. And as a contractor, that is kind of the life and the risk that we take. So, I was hoping, and this is no fault of my recruiters, that I'd be able to slip from one job right into another. Actually, that's how it happened with my last two jobs. I ended my contract with Aspirus Hospitals and was able to slip right into Inclusa like the very next week. Like, I wrapped up Friday at 4:30 at my Aspirus job. It was Labor Day weekend. That next Tuesday, I was at Inclusa. Didn't even miss a payday. It was pretty cool. This time around, not so smooth, but the market's a little tight right now, so it is what it is. So, what I'm choosing to do, considering that it is now July 1st, and it is a glorious day out here this morning. It's gonna get a little warm, but a little above 80, but that's not till like this afternoon. But right now, look at all that. There's the trail I'm walking right now. If anybody recognizes these walking and talking videos from a couple summers ago, I am in Schmeekley Reserve here in Stevens Point. And this has a wonderful wooded area. So what I'm going to choose to do with my unemployment time, may it be short, is I'm going to focus on a lot of the things that I did not have a chance to accomplish. I call them administrative things. Basically, I'm turn up here. So like little things like, going through my email, getting rid of all those unreads. I got like 600 unread in my inbox alone. But going through my subscriptions, somehow you get subscribed to these newsletters and or advertisements that you really didn't want. Go through those. Do a deep clean of my apartment. Little things that I could just never get to because, time, energy, that type of stuff. Well, all that 40 hours of work time, along with the driving involved and stuff like that. Well, that's going to free up a lot of time for me to just get some stuff done. So, in the interest of organization, because you guys have heard me talk about quarterly quests before, in the interest of organization, I wrote a big general list of things that I'm going to do while I'm unemployed. Now, and keeping in mind, yes, I'm unemployed. I can't stay unemployed forever. I have filed for unemployment, and I'm pretty confident that I will get it. They just have to do their research and their time and all that kind of stuff. Get my payroll from tech and stuff like that, and then determine what my monetary amount is going to be. So I spent the time this morning filing a new claim. Now I can't claim unemployment yet. I have to wait till Sunday after I've been unemployed for a little under a week, or a little over a week. But I got the long part out of the way, and that I can live with. So, among those things, though, while I have this glorious time in the morning, is I'm going to come out to the reserve here, and I am going to I'm going to walk. Take a slightly larger loop around. Get some exercise in. Now that's going to be part of my journey because I've lost weight last summer with the Little Caesars diet, and I remember telling you guys about that. It was a full 10-minute video on just that diet alone. But in this case here, you know, unfortunately I gained my weight back, but what I need to do is I'm just gonna start walking. Yeah, here I am. I'm gonna go disc golfing with my friends, which is actually Tuesday nights, which is tonight, and it's gonna be a nice evening, so I really wanna get out there, throw a disc, you know, get some more fresh air. But the other thing I'm looking to do is I'm going to save myself on my food cost by eating everything I have already. Now, 1 second here, we got a runner coming through. Now, what that entails is I have a lot of spare food in the not spare food, I shouldn't say, but you know, food I wasn't necessarily eating. You know, the cheap stuff, you know, ramen noodles, you know, that kind of stuff. But I'm going to, oh, isn't it beautiful in here? Look at that. This is great. But, you know, kind of cut down on what I'm eating, but at the same time, make sure that I am, you know, still staying healthy, you know, vegetables, fruit, that type of stuff. But at the moment, that's the plan. It clears up the cupboards a little bit, and it will help on the diet if I can just stick to those type of things. Like I said, along with exercise. I do plan for my Saber Legion friends that actually follow me, I do plan on going back to practices now that I have an idea of what I'm doing, which is nothing. Once I get a few things figured out. So that'll be great for getting me back in shape that direction. But like I said, administrative paperwork, emails, internet cleanup, lots of internet stuff to do. And it's not that I have to clean up my internet necessarily, but I have things I've been putting aside. You know, working with my school loan, working with payments, see if I can reduce my insurance costs, that type of stuff. But the other thing that I'm thinking of doing, because, well, now I have the time. If you remember from my 100 days video, or my 100 days of videos, I was trying to figure out where I wanted to go with my channel, whatever you want to call it. And I think I'm going to do a series on Jedi realism. And I'm going to probably start that today, or later on this afternoon. Well, it depends on how I feel. We'll call it Jedi Realism 101. And in this, I want to kind of go over what the belief system for Jedi realists are, or at least as far as what I have been taught and what I have taught to others. So I'm hoping that'll be a real interesting series that I get to put forth, and I'm hoping that everybody really enjoys it. Now, that type of stuff. But in any case, that's kind of what my plan is now that now that I have a lot of free time. To be quite honest, this is like the version of rich that I really want to be. You know, enough money that all the bills are paid. I have like no debt to anybody, and I can say goodbye to my alarm clock, except for the fuzzy one that gets me up at 6 for his treats. And then just kind of have the days to do what I want, whether that is self-improvement or like the improvement, enrichment of others. You know, that's kind of where I want to be. So I'm going to wrap this one up this morning. You'll probably, like I said, today I'll see if I can get that first video up for Jediism 101. But otherwise, I'm going to just clean my house. But I want you guys to have a safe and happy July 1st. Keep cool, drink your water, be kind to everybody, animals, friends, people, and be kind.